Hello. Today we're going to cover semantics, lesson unit 2, lesson 4, thematic roles, right? So in order to give you an explanation on that, we need to go back to Ferdinand de Saussure, okay? The traditional grammar approach. In traditional grammar, this sentence, the boy and the girl play tennis under the tree, has two elements, a subject and a predicate. All right. But not only it has two elements, subject and predicate, but also, let me see, it has what they used to call a direct object. The boy and the girl play. What do they play? Tennis. Tennis is the direct object. Okay. So we have the syntactic approach by Noam Chomsky, on the other hand. And in his approach, we don't have a, yes, we do have a subject and a predicate, but it's more descriptive. There is a determiner, boy is a noun, and is a conjunction. There is a determiner, girl is a noun, play is a verb, tennis is a noun, under is a preposition, there is a determiner, and tree is a noun. Of course, he summarizes the boy and the girl as a noun, a noun phrase. Play tennis under the tree as a verb phrase. Under the tree as a prepositional phrase, like this. Okay. This is what we have covered so far. Now we're going to look at the semantic perspective of it. How do semantics and how does semantics analyze sentences? Well, we look at meaning. So the boy, the boy and the girl, yes, both of them do the tennis thingy, yes, both of them play, so they are the doers of the action. Okay, so we call them the agents in this case. They are the agents of the action of playing tennis. And what is tennis? It was the direct object according to grammar and a noun according to syntax. But here in semantics, what is it? It's called the theme. Okay, so the the thing in which the action undergoes. Okay, and then under the tree is the location. Where does the action happen? So notice that from the semantics perspective, we have different ways of looking at the sentences. In grammar, tennis was a direct object. In syntax, tennis was a noun, and boy was a noun too. So there was no difference between tree, tennis, and boy because the three of them are nouns in syntax. Syntax does not distinguish them. But in semantics, we distinguish them, tree, tennis, and boy, because of their meaning. So this is the magic of semantics. Semantics clarifies meaning, right? So this is our lesson today. It's called semantic roles or thematic roles. And these are the pages from the manual. Yes, the manual explains thematic roles very clearly and it gives you examples and exercises as well. Yes. So which are the thematic roles? Well, there are many. Yes, the agent, as I told you, is the one who performs an action. So in the sentence, Joyce ran, Joyce, is the agent, not ran. Joyce is the agent, the one who performs the action of running. The theme is the one or thing that undergoes an action. For example, Mary called Bill. Bill is the one who was called by Mary. Mary is the one who called Bill. She is the agent and Bill is the theme. Okay, we will see more examples of this because some thematic roles overlap. Then location is the place where an action takes place. For example, it rains in Spain. So Spain is the location. Yes, is a noun according to syntax, but location according to semantics. Does Spain move? No, it doesn't. So locations are static, they don't move. Goal, the place to which an action is directed. For example, put the cat on the porch. On the porch is a prepositional phrase, but from the semantic point of view is the place to which the action of putting the cat goes. Then we have source, the place from which an action originated. For example, he flew from Iowa to Idaho. What is the source? Iowa. Iowa is where the flying originated. Then we have path, the semantic role describing the one in motion or propulsion. The baby crawled across the room. Okay? So, describing the one in motion or propulsion, the baby. The baby is the one who was in motion or propulsion. Okay? Then we have instrument, the means by which an action is performed. Joe cuts hair with a razor. With a razor is also a prepositional phrase, but it has a different function, a different thematic role, which is an instrument with a razor. She used a razor to cut hair. Experiencer is one who perceives something. Perceives. So perceiving. How do you perceive things? You need to use your senses, like seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, and touching. Helen heard Robert playing the piano. So Helen is not the agent. She's not performing any action. She is sensing. So she is an experiencer. Causative is a natural force that causes a change. Example, the wind damaged the roof. So the wind, a tsunami, a storm, a twister, they are natural forces that cause a change. Causer is the referent which instigates an event rather than actually doing it. Okay, so there are many criminals like this. They are the masterminds only. For example, Peter tripped John into doing it. So John did it, but Peter tripped him. So Peter is the mastermind. He is the causer. Possessor, one who has something. For example, the tail of the dog got cut in the fence. So the tail of the dog. The dog is the possessor of his own tail. So he possesses his tail. So that's it. Then we have time. Time that refers to the time that the event occurs. For example, it rained in Spain last month. So last month is a noun phrase, but in semantics is time. Manner, the manner the act is performed. She sang loudly. So an adverbial is usually a manner because there are adverbs of manner. Beneficiary is a referent which is advantaged or disadvantaged by an event. John sold the car for a friend. So for a friend is a prepositional phrase, but in semantics, for a friend is a beneficiary. Patient is an affected and undergoing the object of the verb in a sentence. He opened the door, so the door is the patient. The dog ate the meat is the patient, the direct object. Now, if you look at theme, the one or thing that undergoes an action, Mary called Bill, Bill can totally be the beneficiary as well. So it could be either beneficiary or theme or patient. Beneficiary, patient, theme, and also affected. Okay, so reason, the reason for an act. She left because she wasn't happy here. So why? Because she wasn't happy here. This is the reason. So reason then. Affecting what affects other entities. The horse's hair caused him the allergic reaction. So what caused him the allergic reaction? The horse's hair. This is the affecting, not the agent. The affecting. And affected is the one affected by the affecting. For example, the horse's hair caused him the allergic reaction. So him is the affecting, the beneficiary, the patient, and the theme at the same time. Okay? Make sure you read an introduction to language with the explanations and the examples and do the practice exercises. Also, do the practice exercises in the manual, right? So let's do one. One is already done, I think. Yes. The girl took the sugar from the cupboard with a spoon. So the girl is the agent. Took the sugar is the thing, the beneficiary, the patient, the affecting. From the cupboard is the source. From the cupboard. With a spoon is the instrument. Okay. One thing, we never analyze the verb. Okay. Verbs are just there, but we never analyze them from the thematic role point of view. Clear? Questions about it? Look at, there are more exercises. So let's look at the exercises. Where are the exercises? Let me see. Here, on top. Here. The boy is the agent, took the books, the theme, from the cupboard, the source, with a handcart, the instrument. So we have from A to M, you can practice doing that. And the instructions are here. The following sentences consist of a verb, its noun phrase, subject, and various noun phrases and prepositional phrases. Identify the thematic role of each noun phrase by writing the letters A, T, I, S, G, or E above the noun, standing for agent, theme, instrument, source, goal, and experiencer. All right? So that's the task for you to practice. And remember, please ask me questions in WhatsApp. All right? Goodbye.